In this video, I'll be talking about identifying functions from relations. So for a relation to be a function, every member of the domain, your x values, can have only one member of the range, your y value. So every x can have only one y. Okay? The range values can repeat. So even if you have different x values that have the same value of y, that's fine. But if one x value has two different y values, that's a problem. Okay? So let's see if these relations down here are functions or not a function. Okay? So here in this first one, we have our domain f, x, g, z, n. Okay? Remember that nothing in the domain can go to two different things in the range. Now, this f goes to the 9, and that's fine, and all of the rest of these here go to the range of -8. So that's fine. All these things go to the same number, being -8, that's perfectly fine. But if any one of these had two lines that came out and went to the -8 and to the 9, that would be a problem. So this one is a function because every one of the domain has one and only one y value or a range value that goes with it. So yes, it's a function. Okay, let's look at relation 2. So our domain, R goes with moon, K goes with moon, F goes with paper, and S goes with moon. So everything in the domain had just one thing that it went to in the range. Okay, now were the range repeated? Yes, they were, just like over here in this one, where the x went to the -8, the g went to the -8, and so on. Well, the r goes to moon, k goes to moon, and s goes to moon. That's fine. Okay, so this is a function. Now, if I put something like this down here and I said f goes to moon, well, that would mean that your f had two different range values. It both went to paper and went to moon, and that would be a problem. But it didn't say that, so this is a function. Let's look at the next one. So t goes to a, y goes to t, v goes to v, and a goes to t. So you've got t, y, v, and a. There are no repeating values in the domain. They each go to some y value or some range value, but we don't care about that. We just care that there's not a t with some other letter besides an a with it, or a y without some other letter to go with it, like if it had two. But these all just have one thing. So t goes to a, y goes to t, v goes to v, a goes to t. That's perfectly fine. So that is a function. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, so relation 4. We've got -5 goes to -4, 2 goes to -2, -8 goes to -2, 0 goes to -5, and 7 goes to 8. So nothing repeats in the domain. So nothing could go to two y values. Okay, so this is a function. If I added myself on down here, let's say I say 0 goes to 6. Think about that. Would that be a function if I put another one here and I said 0 goes to 6? Well, no, it wouldn't be, because that would mean 0 both goes to -5 and it goes to 6, which would be a problem. But that didn't happen, so this is a function. Let's look at relation 5. Okay, so we've got 2 goes to G, -7 goes to J, -4 goes to M, and 4 goes to D. Okay, so there's no repeating domain values, so they each go to one and only one range value. So this is a function. And again, had I put something in here like -4, comma, let's just pick some random letter Z, right? That would mean -4 went to M and -4 went to Z, and that would be not a function. Okay, but as it is, this is a function. Okay, let's look at relation 6. So D goes to N, that's good. N goes to D and M. So we have the same domain value going to two different range values, which is a problem. Okay, so everything else is fine. The D goes to only one value, the M goes to only one value, the W goes to only one value, but the N goes to two different ranges, so you can't have that. You can't have two different answers. If you plug in an N into your domain, you should only get one answer out for your range. So this one is not a function. To make it a function, one of these lines on the N would have to disappear. Either one. Okay? Let's look at these last three. Relation 7. 3 goes to negative 5, 3 goes to 8, 3 goes to negative 9, 3 goes to 3. So that's just definitely not a function because 3, our domain value, our only domain value, goes to 4 different range values. So not only does it have more than one, it's got 4 of them. So this is definitely not a function. 3 has too many range values. Relation 8. All right, let's see. Lake goes to 9. Pen goes to 9. Door goes to 6. Cloud goes to 0. So none of these values repeated. So they all went to just one range value. So that one is a function. Okay, let's look at this last one. 9 goes to 2 and it goes to negative 4. That's immediately a problem. Okay, 9, the domain value of 9 should not have two range values that are different. So 9 goes to 2 and 9 goes to negative 4. This is not a function. The rest of it, I mean, you could look at it. 0 goes to 0, that's fine. 6 goes to 1. 3 goes to 4. All those are fine. But 9 goes to two values. So if I could get rid of one of these lines, this would be a function. If I could say, oh, never mind, change my mind. It doesn't go to 2. It only goes to negative 4. Then, yeah, it'd be a function. But as it's written right now, this is not a function.